How do there, chums? Design, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, for you guys out there in the viewerverse, I'm running Polestar. This is phase 4. We're soldiering on with this. We're making such good progress. This is the Redux expedition. Lock yourself in. So just like all the other episodes, we've now got to jump to Rendezvous 4, where we'll be given the next section of the log from the freighter commander. So here we go. I'm just warping, got the warp fuel. We're ready to go. Let's get on over to Rendezvous 4 and hit on up that log. I guess we shall. So there's not all that many difficult badges to pop in this one, people in the viewerverse. The only difficult one is to find a crashed ship. And I've got a way we can do that nice and quickly. So yeah, stay tuned because I've got a really sneaky way to get yourself a load of navigational data whenever you need it, and you can hit up as many charts as you want. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Heck yes, people in the viewerverse. So let's go on over and let's take a quick look-see. So we're now on phase 4. As you can see here, I've already popped a couple of these badges. Stardust for shooting all the asteroids, which we did in phase 1. And also scanning of something on that page as well, which we've already done in phase 1 or 2. I think the fauna I didn't get done until 2, but I think that was the minerals, which we got in phase 1, people in the viewerverse. So if you haven't already watched the previous videos and you want to go back and see those ones, it was in the phase 1 video that we did those. So yeah, I put a link in the top right hand corner to phase 1 if you do need those other 2 badges, but we've already done them. Lovely jobs. Let's fly on out and let's head on down to Rendezvous 4. What's the bet it's another sunken freighter? Underwater? Heck yes. Look, I wonder if we can land on it this time, whether it's too freaking deep into the oceans. Well, we shall find out, people, because we're hammering down to Rendezvous 4. I can see a comms ball has already popped because the marker is an approximate location. So somewhere around there is where Rendezvous 4 is going to be. Every single other rendezvous so far has been a sunken freighter, and this one is too far sunken. We're on an actual island, and then we've got to swim there. I mean, you could call in your Nautilus if you really wanted to. Yeah, but I'm just going to swim there and pop the badge because I'm an apt swimmer. I guess I am. Got my feet 50-meter swimming certificate, people in the viewerverse. Yes. Boom, done and dusted. We've already popped it. I'm just going to hit on up the lore message ball. Heck yes. Important announcement time, people in the viewerverse. If you're liking what you're seeing with your eye peepers and hearing with your ear holes, then why not hit that subscribe button? It's a free button. Yeah, you just hit it. It doesn't cost you anything. You get me. Freaking entertainment for free. Yes, and hopefully you won't miss my next video. Anyway, back to the expedition. Important announcement over. For popping that badge gave me some extra storage augmentation. Yay, storage augmentation. Boom, 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 boom. Right, and next, heading up to the Nexus. Right, so we're up in the Nexus. You can see here I've got my Atlas passes. I've got level 2, 3, and 1. Yeah, I don't know why I said it in that order, but I did. Yeah, I got those from doing the optional mission in phase 2, people. So there we go. The optional mission is called Hospitality. For going aboard another player's freighter. So if you've got multiplayer on, you can do that. However, you're not going to be able to do that if you're on a Nintendo Switch, are you? Freaking sucks being a Switch player. You've got no multiplayer. Huh. Anyway, head on over to this console here, and we're looking for the red barrel fabricators, because the Atlas passes will allow you to open them, and there's a bit of an exploit that Hello Games have left inside of game for frickin' eons, which I'm going to exploit to get a shed load of navigational data. Don't worry, Switch players, I will give you another way of getting navigational data. But anyway, cracking on, here you go. So it's underneath that menu tree. You can see where I am there. I'm under decorative modules, people. Decorative modules. And I'm just going through the list, and I've got myself the barrel fabricator is what I need. Now, you do need ionized cobalt, but you can buy cobalt in the stations. Yes, quite an abundance of cobalt in stations, people in the viewerverse. Heck yes. So I'm just popping over and doing exactly that. I'm buying a shed load of cobalt from inside of the stations. Now, Switch players, what you can do is you can run around in the stations and you can pick up navigational data from orange and blue cubes. And there's also these little flat hockey pucks. I'll have a look to see if there's any inside of this station, people. But at the moment, I'm just buying a load of cobalt. There you go. There's an orange cube. That gave me a navigational data up there. Another orange cube. Boom. Sometimes they give nanites like that one did. Blue cube. Again, it gave me nanites, didn't give me navigational data. And there's the hockey pucky type one there. That gave me a navigational data. Awesome. So that's what you're looking for. Flat hockey pucks, the blue and orange cubes. That's going to give you navigational data out there in the viewerverse if you're on Nintendo Switch. Okay, people, they're also going to give you those if you're on other platforms as well. Now, you could go through all of your stations and then come back to this one eventually and collect all that navigational data, and hopefully you're going to have about 6 to 8 or something navigational datas. So this step is mainly, that's going to work for everyone doing that. But this little exploit that I'm going to show you now, I'm going to head on over to the teleporter, teleport back to my actual freighter, find a nice little room near to the entrance. I'm going to put it in this one where you can fabricate stuff in a moment. I'm just making the cobalt into ionized cobalt inside of the refiner. Pretty darn freaking lovely. And I'm just crafting some antimatter, because you need antimatter and the ionized cobalts to put down of these. Now I've made 15, so I'm going to hopefully make 15 of these containers, which is more than enough. Actually, thinking about it, might actually go for more of a uniform number. I might go for 14. But anyway, after you've got all the components you need to make this, the ionized cobalt and the antimatter, I'll just recharge my warp fuels there. Find a nice little room to put your actual barrel fabricators in. Like I say, I like mine near to my bridge so I can run up and down and grab them really quick. And I'll show you in a second what I mean by running up and down and grabbing them real quick. But near to my entrance, I have a little area. So I've got my teleporter one side, and on the other side, I've got this, which sort of makes stuff out of the interstellar bodies that you're in. So I'm going to put my barrel fabricators there. Now it's inside, it's the indoory bits, the chair, and if I scroll down, there you go, there's the red barrel. And I'm just going to fill up the whole back wall full of these. I'm just going to place them in. You can place them on top of each other as well. If you move them away from the wall just a teeny bit, you should be able to place them on top of each other like that and stack them. You can do them 3 barrels high, but I think it looks better just 2. There you go, done. And I'm going to put that one right where that Geck is. Sorry, Mr. Geck. And now I can harvest them. You can harvest them right away, and you're going to see that I get navigational data. Now, if you don't get much navigational data, you can move your freighter, and then it gives you a different spawning seed for all the different barrels. But I'm getting about 2 each time I harvest all 15 of these. So the hit rate is quite low, but you're still going to get it. You're still going to be getting navigational data. The nice thing is you're also going to get condensed carbon, antimatter housing, and sometimes even warp fuel. So it's really good for your expedition. It's great to have this little mini wall of awesomeness for just crafting warp fuel. You're just going to have it in bucket loads doing this, people. So it's a multifaceted tip, this one. So awesome. I mean, even if you're on Nintendo Switch, you could go to the console in between EOS and Perseus, and you can purchase the blueprint for Atlas cards 1, 2 and 3. I think you only need Atlas Pass 2 to unlock those barrels. So and craft yourself an Atlas Pass level 2. So you can do this at home on Switch anyway, people. So it can work on Switch, it's just if you've done that optional milestone, you're already there. Now what I did there is I went in the teleporter, teleported down, teleported back up, and it replenishes all these barrels. You can go and loot them again, and you can just keep repeating that. Just keep going up and down through the teleporter. You don't have to run down the actual ladders. Just teleport down, teleport up, teleport down, and go up and grab all these, then teleport back down again, teleport back up, grab them all, teleport down, go back up. You got the idea. I'm getting 2 each time I do this. You could go nuts. You could make loads of these red barrels and get shed loads every time you do it. But I think just getting 2 at a time is fine. I only need a half dozen. I only really need 6, but I'm going to go to town and get myself 8, and I'm going to go over to the station and we're going to be getting ourselves some navigational charts. But there you go. That's how you can exploit those red barrels. You're going to get loads of warp fuel, loads of navigational data. It's great for explorers. It's a super fantastic tip. It's an exploit that hasn't ever been patched. So I think Hello Games have left it in, and left it in for good reason. Right, so here we go. Let's teleport on over to the current system station, and I'm going to go over to the cartographer and go and exchange those for the distress maps. So the distress maps have got the red icon on, and they say emergency cartography map, if I remember rightly. Let's check the menu and see if I was right. Emergency planetary chart, that's the one you want, planetary chart, and I've got 8 navigational datas, and I'm swapping them all for those charts. Thank you, my little Geeky and cartographer matey. Lovely. Awesome. Now I'm just making sure my multiplayer is definitely off, because you don't really want to arrive at a crash site and find that there's no ship at the crash site because somebody else has freaking half-inched it. Lovely jubbly. Let's jump inside my ship, outside my ship, make a little save. Now technically I could do a reload here just to make sure that it's respawned any ships that might might have been half-inched. But anyways, let's pop these charts. There you go, distress signal detected. Now, although it says that it's a distress signal detected, and it also hints in the bottom right-hand corner in a moment that it is a crashed ship. There are crashed ships in distress that sometimes have an NPC walking around by them, and my first ship that I hit on up is exactly one of those. It's a distress beacon of a guy needing some help with the ship to take on off. So let's head on down and I'll show you what I mean, but then we'll be pumping out another map before we actually complete that mission for that NPC individual, because technically when you pop maps it tries to find you a map of a different type. So although this one's got an NPC, and if I pop the map right here, it shouldn't find me another one with an NPC. It should find me another distress beacon that hasn't got an NPC. Anyway, peeps, I'm hoping that you've already smashed that button, but if you haven't, hit the like one, hit the subscribe one, hit the notification bell. If you've done all that, share it with your mates that play No Man's Sky. Yeah, excellent, eh? Righto, awesome. So I need to help this little chappie just to get him gone and to clear this sort of map a beacon. But yeah, I've already hit up another distress beacon just momentarily ago when that please subscribe popped up, and I'm going to be flying to that second destination in a moment, but we might as well help this guy out. We might get given some nanites. I can go to the damaged machinery as well, gain some more nanites. So hello little chappy. Sometimes they give you some trinkets or something, but yeah, wave farewell. Let's see what he gives me. He gave me nanites. We're going to hit up the damaged machinery, throw away the living slime, go live somewhere else, living slime. Heck yes. Kaboom, go away, living slime. They're in that shit. Cool, got myself some more nanites. Okay, so do it in the back pocket. Lovely jubbly. There's some flying airworms there, people. Right, so the actual next distress beacon is on a different planet. It's not on this planet. Heck no, it's not. Right, okay. I was planning to give you the actual coordinates for the actual crash ship. I completely forgot to get that footage, people, so I'm very sorry. But yeah, I'm going to be heading over to this crash ship, but I have shown you the full method on how you can find your own crash ship, and to be honest, it's probably harder to actually track down the actual direct coordinates using your ship's console. But you can see here as I'm flying down, you'll see the actual coordinates on the dash of the ship where this is, and you can see what planet it is up in the top left corner. So if you pause this, you can see the actual coordinates where I landed for this crash ship, and yeah, hopefully that's going to help you out. If you go to those coordinates on that planet, you should find this exact same crash ship, people, in the viewerverse. It's not a great one, but at least if you have no luck with the navigational charts, or you're on Switch and you've had massive problems, this is where you can find the ship. So this is in Rendezvous 4 as well, people. Yeah, now, although everything's broken in this ship, it looks a little bit, you're like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? You only need to fix two things. You need to fix the launch thrusters, and you also need to fix the pulse drive. So the first two things up in that top left corner there, people. So yeah, it needs just some metal plating and hermetic seal for the first, and the other pure ferrite and some dehydrogen jelly, which is really easy to get hold of all of that sort of stuff. Lovely jubbly, done and fixed. You only need to fix those two parts. Now it will start grumbling to say that your shields are completely knackered. If you get hit up by a pirate and shot, you're probably going to die. Okay? So this is a very much holding on to the seat of your pants moment, flying to the old station in this janked out ship, people. So yeah, quite a nervous moment in play. So if you want, fix your shields as well, if you're really that nervous, but you should be okay. Awesome, and I'm flying into the old station. Lovely jubbly. You used to be able to hit up manual saves before and just restore if you died, but yeah, that's no longer a thing. It's a little bit trickier now because it auto saves and does all sorts of other shenanigans. Yeah, but anyway, I've managed to make it to the station in one piece, and I'm now going to go and scrap this ship at the ship sort of outfitting tool just up there, people. Yep, so it's over to that side. Righto, so over this way, where you can get your sort of augmentation and stuff, and there's the appearance modifier. We're going to be hitting this one up, and we're going to be scrapping this ship. Now, I think the rewards for this area is a fantangly awesome cape, which, yes, you can wear and adorn yourself with on all platforms other than Switch. I don't know why. Hello Games doesn't put something out there to say, look, we're working on this. We're going to fix it so you can wear your capes on Switch and fix your multiplayer or at least the weekend missions or the Quicksilver missions. I wish I knew what was happening with Switch. I get so many people hitting me up asking me questions about Switch, and I don't know. I really don't know whether that's what you've got, that's the Switch version or what. So let's just keep fingers crossed for 2023 and updates for Switch. Anyway, we've got all this scrap stuff. Now there's one badge on here to get a lot of units, and I'm quite close to cracking that one too, so I'm going over to the Galactic Trade Terminal, found over on the same side as where I scrapped the ship. There's one on the other side as well, and I'm just going into the sell menu and I'm looking for all the items that I just got from that ship scrapping. You saw them all popping up in the top right corner, but I'm going to sell those because they're worth a heck of a lot. Carry on down and I should find the rest of the ship scrapping stuff. There we go, and I'm just going to scrap those too. Now, all those were high value items. If you haven't actually killed all the pirates in space and you have no luck in finding hunt dangerous pirate missions, keeping hold of that stuff inside of your actual ship inventory is more likely to draw pirate attention to you, and they may attack you to try and steal all your stuff. So you may want to hold on to it for a little while. Either or. Anyway, people, I think we've now done this actual phase. We've just completed phase freaking 4. On to phase 5. I've just got myself some Quicksilver there, 600 of it, lovely jubbly. Upgraded my exosuit inventory space. Awesomes. Just got given some hopeless remains, which are worth quite a lot of money as well. Lovely jubbly. I think they actually curse you too. I don't know whether that's going to draw pirate attention to you. I don't think they're going to want to nick a cursed item off you, but you never know. Anyways, let's head on over here then, and let's go into the appearance modifier. Now, I'm on PlayStation 5, so I can wear the cape. I'm going to change myself from being a Viking. I'm not keen on Viking. I'm keen on Viking. Right, and I'm going to go for the Stormtrooper-like looking one, I think. Which number is it? It's number 5. Yeah, it's number 5. And I'm going to be sticking on that backpack. Here we go. It says backpack, it's a cape. And which one is it? How comes I've got the flowing cape? Odd. Anyway, we go for this one. Fleet Commander cape. Boom, that's put on. And yeah, that's the phase done, people. So next time I'll be joining you looking like a gnarly cloaked stormtrooper. Till next time, people in the viewerverse, you've been awesome. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.